We're about 2 hours south of Perth and we're going to take a look at Australia's most unusual tourist attraction, Gnomesville. So I've never heard of Gnomesville before today, but when people found out that we were going down to Dunsborough on holiday, they were like, you going to Dunsborough? You got to check out Gnomesville. You haven't heard of Gnomesville? Make sure you go check out Gnomesville. Oh, we're on the way to Dunsborough. Gnomesville. So we thought, bugger it, we're going to go check out Gnomesville. This better be good. Well, here we are, Gnomesville. This place was rated number 3 out of the top 5 places to visit when you're going on a road trip around Australia. There's a dead bird right there. So the history behind this bizarre little world is a bit foggy. There was a bus crash about 20 to 30 years ago at this Y intersection, leading to the creation of a roundabout. As the construction happened, some bright spark thought it would be a good idea to place a garden gnome leaning on a shovel to watch the construction as it happened. What an epic prank. What a bloody larrikin. Actually, how annoying is that? Like, I hate it when people watch me work and then someone put a permanent pair of eyes to watch the construction of this roundabout as it happened. It's a wonder that this didn't become a squareabout. Yep. I'm just gonna put myself into traffic for that one. Apparently Gnomesville is a great place to bring your kids. I feel like a few gnomes would disagree with that statement. Turns out Gnomesville has a red light district. So every night after Gnome Prime, more and more gnomes appeared. People started dressing them in footy jerseys. People put up goalposts. Every night the scores would change. So the gnomes are having like this football game. It's amazing. It really goes to show how little there was to do in Wellington Mill in the late 90s. Gnomesville casts out the more useless members of society. Well, you've got one arm, off to the basket with you. As long as you don't fit the mold, you're cast away. Maybe that's funny, maybe it's not. Just like my entire YouTube channel. So while we're here, I want to find the first gnome. Gnome Alpha, the gnome leaning on a shovel, watching the roundabout, making everyone feel awkward.
Do you reckon that's him?
Yep. People say that this gnome was put here as a protest of the construction of the roundabout. People also have no earthly idea who put this gnome here. So I don't know where they got this story that it was a protest from. If we get enough gnomes, maybe they'll stop the construction of a roundabout and then people won't crash. Like, what's the logic? What's the logic there?
Gnomes are real because they're real because I have gnomes.
Cool, well, solid evidence. Gnomes are real because they're real. Some people have put gnomes here that are dedicated to people who have passed away. There's even what looks to be someone's ashes in there. When I die, don't put me in Gnomesville, hey. Like, here's Gnome with full moon. 2 feet away. There's Nana. Who wants that? I don't get why garden gnomes, hey. Like, I looked up some garden gnome facts to learn a bit more about them for this video. All I learned is that garden gnomes can't drive and they don't speak Latin. I don't think those are facts. It's false advertising. This one's looking at me. I don't like it. Some of them like are kind of cute. Like you got like the dude on the chest piece. There's a certain charm to them all. Oh, what is that? Look at that. Why would you put that anywhere? Who would make that and go, that's a good thing, let's put that for sale? According to the internet, all garden gnomes fall into 3 different categories. You have the worker gnome, who's shown working. You have the at leisure gnome, who's at leisure, and the cultural gnome, which is just a bit of fun. There's a bit of fun. Those are the fun gnomes. They're having a bit of fun. That's stupid. That's like saying there are 3 different types of people. There's working people, not working people, and others. Imagine if you had a phobia of garden gnomes, hey. Like, it would be the most unobtrusive phobia in your life. All you'd have to do is avoid the garden of any woman aged over 55. That is, until your missus decides to bring you to Gnomesville as a special treat on your trip down to the Margaret River wineries. Always a special treat, Gnomesville. That's like genuinely messed up. Why would you do this to me? You know how I feel about garden gnomes and short bearded men. I think we may have actually found like actual gnome prime. There's a picture of this guy with the messed up nose and the bung eye. He's on the signboard on the information board. This may actually be him. This is it. I'm going to touch him for good luck. Does the shot look good? Yes. I love the 1-star reviews for this place on Google. 1 star. I mean, it's a bunch of gnomes. Yep. Yep. Gnomes as far as the eye can see. Literally the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. I can see his point, but imagine being so offended to leave a 1-star review. And then this is my favorite one. Bit weird. Yep, it is. It is a bit weird. And then there's this one with 2 stars. Lots of gnomes. You can leave your own. This one just stands out because he put an apostrophe in the word lots. Lots doesn't need an apostrophe. Don't know why that stuck out to me, but it did. Like, they're not wrong, but I think like there's a certain charm to this place. Every single gnome here has been placed by a different person. So every gnome has a story, and every person who placed this gnome has a story. At some point, all these stories and lives have converged here at Gnomesville. I think that's actually pretty special. I have an idea.